What is up, all you ladies and gentlemen of culture around the world? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing from where we left off with Better Call Saul. As you guys can see, we're on episode 3 of season 3 right now. This one is titled Sunk Costs. On the previous episode, I think it's been like 4 days since I last reacted to the previous episode, and yeah, just two major things, you know, that stick out to me. Number one is how badly Jimmy fucked up. he's in trouble. His entire future is in jeopardy right now, and also the fact that Gus Fring has finally revealed himself, you know, and it's so cool to see how the relationship between Mike and Gus Fring started out, you know, with how long it's taken to get to this point. Like all I can do is you know, appreciate the storytelling, bro. Like right from season 1, they took, you know, this show, it took its time to really set things up, and boy, like I appreciate every single episode for that now, like cause of the way things have, you know, just meshed together properly, and the story is now set up, you know, to expand and stuff. So yeah, it's mind-blowing and it's just impressive. I have to give props to, I think it's the script writers of this show and the producers, everyone involved with this show, like up until this point. Like it's been incredible, man. And another thing, we're almost at 1K subs, ladies and gentlemen. You know, one of the questions I have constantly anytime I think about, you know, what's on the horizon right now is like why? why do I deserve this? You know, that's honestly one of the questions I have. It's like I've not even been the most consistent guy, you know, like the most consistent person, reactor. Like far from it, if we're being honest. It just blows my mind, you know. Like I appreciate every single one of you who has, for whatever reason, hit that subscribe button. It's still like I'm just confused, honestly. But yeah, I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to take some time out of this intro to acknowledge and appreciate you guys for, you know, getting me to this position. Because honestly, like I never thought I would get to this position with my work ethic and all, you know. But yeah, I'll keep it up as long as I can, you know, as long as I, you know, still find reacting to stuff fun and exciting. You know, you always continue to see videos from me, no matter how inconsistent I may be. But I'm trying to fix that. Okay, I'm trying. It's not like I'm not doing anything. But yeah, now that's out of the way, I'll do a proper thank you video sometime down the line, you know. But right now we're on Better Call Saul, so let's stick to Better Call Saul. And without wasting any more time, you know, let's get to the reaction. Okay, so right from, I guess we'll find out what was said in the phone call now.
May I assume that you are armed?
Gus Fring.
I wish to see your gun, and if I don't, I promise you won't see me. Are we in agreement?
We are.
This Gus Fring has really frustrated Mike, man. Like, is he just gonna show himself to Mike? Wow. Oh my god, this boss. He just reveals himself to Mike because I'm sure he knows Mike is, you know, very careful and smart.
You care to elaborate?
It's not in my interest for Hector Salamanca to die. At this time, you had let it go. You'd taken his money. Your family was no longer in danger.
Damn, man.
And yet, still, you robbed his truck.
How long has he been following Mike?
Most men would have walked away. But instead, you made an attempt on his life. I understand that a civilian found the driver after you robbed the truck. Hector murdered this civilian.
Yeah, that's the problem he has with Hector right now.
I can't allow you to kill Hector. However, I am not completely unsympathetic to your sense of justice. You hurt Hector when you robbed the truck. You hurt his business quite effectively. And
wait, let me make this comment about I think his name is Giancarlo Esposito. I think that's his name. This dude, I think, so what a lot of people think good acting is, like, no, let me put it this way. When a lot of people see someone who is, you know, acting very well, like you can sort of tell they are doing above and beyond, like they are overacting in a certain sense. But with this guy, the genius with what he does is he underacts, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So he doesn't really move too much. He doesn't make a lot of expressions. There's just a subtlety to the expressions and the minute movements he does that is genius in it of itself. So for instance, like I'd say his type of acting, as brilliant as it is on like the opposite side of the spectrum from, say, what's this guy's name, James McAvoy in like Split, or like, because you can clearly see, although like they're two completely different characters, and you can clearly see both of them excel at what they do, but they do it differently. James McAvoy goes above and beyond like what his contemporaries, like what a lot of his contemporaries would do. He would learn accents, do all this stuff, make all these movements, but with this guy, every role you see him in, he's like base, he's leveled. So I'd say, if you want to compare, I don't even mean to compare, the two characters. It's just, I'm just trying to put into words why I think this guy is just a genius. It's because he excels as an actor, but he does it in such a unique way, and it's almost like he almost makes it look effortless, like and that's why I don't want you guys to misunderstand me when I use the terms overacting and underacting, like, because both him and James McAvoy, in the example I pointed out, they're doing fantastic jobs. It's just the feeling you get from both of them is like Giancarlo, he doesn't do too much, and it's almost like he doesn't even need to do too much to exude the level of charisma he does. And then on James McAvoy's side, impressive, but you can tell like a lot of work went into being able to exude the charisma he does in his own role. I don't know if that makes sense. So I don't know, man. I'll probably edit all this nonsense I'm talking about. Well, it's not entirely nonsense, but I'm sure I don't think I was able to explain it well enough. So I'll probably just cut out all the bullshit. Yeah, let's just get back to it.
If you were to hurt him in the same manner again, I would not stand in your way.
You want me to rob another truck?
If you feel so inclined.
You want his trucks hit because you want to disrupt his supply line. Hector's your competition.
Why do you ask?
Because I'm not done with Hector Salamanca.
Wow, how cool, man.
Will do.
Jimmy had one job: sit the fuck down and wait, and nothing would have happened. The guy had to run to Chuck's house like an idiot. Like, I don't even feel bad for him at this point, man. I just feel like, let's get over the consequences of his actions and like continue with the story.
You can wait inside.
Oh, fuck you, Chuck.
You won't want to hear it, but this is for the best. Please, Jimmy.
Fuck this guy.
Here's what's going to happen. The police will arrest you, and I'm sorry, but I will be pressing charges. But I have to believe you'll face those consequences, and you'll come out the other side a better man.
Okay, I'm trying to see things from Chuck's perspective,
Before you destroy yourself.
I want to believe this he means well, but it's difficult for me to believe that.
Find your path.
I just can't. For some reason I just can't trust this bitch.
Here's what's gonna happen. One day you're gonna get sick. One of your employees is gonna find you curled up in that space blanket, take you to the hospital, hook you up to those machines that beep and whir, and you will die there.
Holy shit.
Alone.
Whoa.
Here's my ride.
Sir, I need all your personal property, belts, ties, phones, rings.
Oh wow, this lawyer. He used to meet in the restroom.
Holy hell.
I'll check and see if I can get your first appearance moved up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's Ernesto.
Hey, Kim, can I talk to you?
Sure, Ernie. What's going on?
Mr. McGill fired me.
Oh my god, I'm not surprised. That idiot.
It doesn't matter. Is Jimmy okay? I feel bad, like it's my fault. I didn't mean for this to happen.
What happened to Jimmy?
James McGill.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not how I'm used to seeing you in here, Mr. McGill.
Not how I'd like to be seen.
You've been accused of fourth-degree felony breaking and entering, which carries a maximum sentence of 18 months and a $5,000 fine. Petty misdemeanor assault, maximum 6 months jail time and a $500 fine. Criminal damage to property, also misdemeanor with a maximum sentence of 6 months and a $500 fine. I assume you're prepared to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. I wish to enter a plea of not guilty.
The court accepts and enters the defendant's plea of not guilty. Now, Mr. McGill, have you secured counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Kim Wexler, I'll be representing Mr. McGill.
Wow.
Just in time. Let's enter Ms. Wexler as the attorney of record.
Your Honor, if I may, I'll be representing myself.
Your Honor, may I have a moment to speak with my client?
Sounds like he's not your client. Mr. McGill, would you like to take a moment to discuss this with your potential counsel?
Oh, you better say yes with the way she's looking at you, boy.
I can represent myself.
Your Honor.
Not your client, Ms. Wexler. I'm sorry, I'm moving on. You two can work this out on your own time.
Things are not looking good for my boy Jimmy, man.
I fucked up.
Of course. You had one job. Like, I still can't forgive Jimmy for that for that nonsense.
Again, that tape, he made sure that Ernie heard it, right? Because he knew Ernie, bless him, would tell me about it, and I would come over to try to destroy it or steal it or whatever. Howard was there, and a PI, if you can believe that. Chuck played me like a fiddle. And schmuck that I am, I fell for it. Moron. But I didn't call you for a reason, okay? Because this is my screw up. I said, I know you want to help. Of course you do, because you're wonderful. But you're up to your ears in Mesa Verde, and I won't load this onto you too. We have worked too hard to let Chuck's bullshit vendetta threaten everything that we're building. I won't allow him to endanger our business. No, you have got to let me do this on my own. Okay.
Is that Mike? Okay.
I believe our mutual acquaintance called ahead.
He told me what, but not how much.
Well, I need a package yay big.
I wonder how him and Gus plan to screw over Hector again. And you know another thing I'm thinking of is maybe it's either him or Gus who make Hector end up in the wheelchair, you know? Wouldn't that be funny? I wouldn't be surprised if it was either of them. Or both of them. What the hell? So he hangs everything, he hangs it up there.
I don't intend to take it easy on your brother just because he's a lawyer.
Of course not.
Oh, she represents Chuck.
The contention is going to be the felony breaking and entering. Your brother's going to want to plead down to a misdemeanor, but I'll hold the line on the felony. I'll get started on this, unless you have other concerns.
I just keep thinking, you know, Jimmy has a good heart.
I'm sure he
Wait,
does.
It's not an excuse.
it's things like this that just soften me up. Like, and this has happened a lot of times, so I'm not going to let it happen again, you know. But it's all these you know, micro expressions and indications that he doesn't want to go through with it, that, you know, is starting to make me doubt that he's only about destroying Jimmy's career. But I will consciously keep up my trust issues, you know. Like, it'll take me a long time to trust this Chuck guy again.
I'm not going to defend his actions, but I can't help wondering if there's not a better solution for everyone.
Well, something just tells me he's doing all this on purpose to arrive at an outcome he wants. Maybe the better solution he's talking about is Jimmy quitting law entirely, you know. But this all happens outside of the court. Guys, he would have died ages ago if he wanted to kill you.
Quizás son cazadores.
Cazadores.
I still have no idea what the plan is, but I guess everything is going according to plan so far. What? Are you serious? So wait. Those drugs will be found out whilst they're searching the truck at the border, I'm guessing. And then that screws up Hector's plans. I think that's what's going on. I can't wait to see this. Yep.
Looks like we got a hit.
Oh boy. Yeah, Gus will definitely hire Mike after this. At least sometime after this. Like, he executed this to perfection.
I got a deal offer from the ADA today. She's offering me pre-prosecution diversion.
What does she want you to confess to?
All of it. Felony B&E, misdemeanor petty assault and property damage. I never touched them, but they got assault in there.
And Chuck is going to be pissed. It's a big check in the pro column.
Actually, the PPD was Chuck's idea.
Shit.
Yeah.
What's his game?
One condition of the PPD is that my written confession is immediately submitted to the New Mexico.
I knew it.
Your written felony confession.
I knew that's what he wanted. You see what I was saying? This is why I say this. This is the thing with Chuck. You know, all those theatrics he was displaying in front of the the lady who was supposed to represent him in court. It was to get to this point right here. All that was planned. That's how snaky and cunning that Chuck bitch is, man. Such a snake. Like snake, man. Fuck. I saw. I don't know. For those of you who are watching through this reaction, you saw my guess. I guessed maybe he wanted to settle this out of court so that Jimmy would, stop practicing law entirely. And that's what fucking happened. Fuck this guy, man. He's brilliant. I have to give it to him. The guy is intelligent. But fuck, man.
What are you gonna do?
He's got me boxed in.
You can fight this. The disciplinary board listens to extenuating circumstances.
Chuck knows everybody at the bar. Hell, he made half their careers. It's gonna be him and his cronies versus me.
Not alone. You need me. You can't argue this yourself. So what now?
Now we take that PPD and we shove it right up Chuck's ass.
Okay. All in all, I'd say honestly, this is one of the most calm episodes, sort of. I mean, considering the fact that, I didn't have too much reactions. Like, it was basically just steady all the way through. There's no problems with that, It's episodes like this where they actually build stuff that, escalates further down the line. So I have no problems with that. But Chuck, we have to talk about this guy. This bitch. Did you see that acting in front of that lady with tears in his eyes? I think the lady's name was Hay or something. Tears in his eyes. He was like, I just can't help but think there's a better way to handle things. Like, that looked like that snake. And this was the better way he was thinking about. Like, to totally check this guy. Like, literally, this is chess right now. Like, probably forking him with like a knight, I'm getting too nerdy, but for those who play chess, you understand what I'm saying. It's either he fights this and still ends up in jail, or he doesn't end up in jail, but he can't practice law. Like, there's no good options. Unless maybe he sees one that Chuck missed. But it's, I don't know if Chuck missed anything. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. But something tells me Jimmy might get lucky somewhere down the line. I don't know, man. But once again, if he sat his ass down, we wouldn't be in this mess. It's just unfortunate. But for Mike, oh my god, I can't wait to see Hector Salamanca face off. Cause bro, there's no way. Like, it's an untraceable operation that Mike just completed right there. Untraceable. He was so far away from them shooting his gun, that they thought he was hunting. And whilst they were in the car, whilst they were in the truck, those guys driving, they did not know that this guy shot the shoot. Like, the plan itself is just impeccable. Okay, very few people can think of such a plan, but Mike, god damn. And I feel so bad for Ernesto as well. Ernesto did the best he could, and like he was played through and through because of Chuck. So now he doesn't have a job, and what makes him such a cool guy is that's not what he was even worried about. He wasn't worried about the fact that he was jobless. He was worried about Jimmy, and he thought it was all his fault. Like, what a lad, right? You guys, he's such a stand-up act. But yeah, all in all, this episode was just calm. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, it was exciting, but there was some cool stuff that happened, you know. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to, you know, leave a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day.